Blog Talk Radio.
Uh-huh. Queenin'. Where's my crown? We sweet, we cute, we clean, we cool, we queen, we rule, we be the truth. We sweet, we cute, we clean, we cool, we queen, we rule, we be the truth. Queened up, supremed up, wear the crown, shut it down. Queened up, supremed up, wear the crown, shut it down. Queened up, supremed up, wear the crown, shut it down. Queened up, supremed up, wear the crown, shut it down. Let me in, let me in, let me go, let me show you know what I got is crazy. She a beast with a bar and it goes so hard. She rap but she act like a lady. If you pass that mic then you might not like when you get it back. Just saying, too hot to touch, too high to reach. I guess I'm like a flame. They did not see me coming. Just let me show you something. I'm sick, I spit, I'm ill, I'm L and well, it's disgusting. I'm on a brand new board and lately I've been feeling wavy. Long hair, don't care, my faith is great. I'm such a effing lady. I know you see me and you hate me, baby. It's all gravy. I serve a king of kings and represent the one who made me. I represent the Prince of Peace and King of Feasts who rose from death and beat the beast. I sip the juice and eat the yeast. Yeah. We sweet, we cute, we clean, we cool, we queen, we rule, we be the truth. We sweet, we cute, we clean, we cool, we queen, we rule, we be the truth. Queened up, supremed up, wear the crown, shut it down. Queened up, supremed up, wear the crown, shut it down. Queened up, supremed up, wear the crown, shut it down. Queened up, supremed up, wear the crown, shut it down.
She got that crown, racing her walk, spit that histamine. Melanin brown, lace them in chalk with that Ethylene. Winning, handling business, making decisions, riding with loyalty. Looking delicious, ooh, she ambitious, God keep on calling me. Rich is her father, and she the daughter, living in water. Submarine, evil don't bother, she know the author, came in to slaughter. Guillotine, top of her class, top of her game, elevated. Mezzanine, shop with the bags, drop with the queens, and we taking everything. Ball cap to my head wrap, weave down to my shoe strap. Nails purse to my lip gloss, world loving this stick sauce. All caps in these bread facts. She brownie like 2 snacks. Wells first and we dip off. By haters, I'm that boss.
We sweet, we cute, we clean, we cool, we queen, we rule, we be the truth. We sweet, we cute, we clean, we cool, we queen, we rule, we be the truth. Queened up, supremed up, wear the crown, shut it down. Queened up, supremed up, wear the crown, shut it down. Queened up, supremed up, wear the crown, shut it down. Queened up, supremed up, wear the crown, shut it down.
Putting in charge, I kick with the bars. Hey, God has been God, I gotta go hard like them boys. Making noise, shoulda pull up with boys. Up for the task, ay, top of the class. So, I am my status, know who my dad is before you ask this. Empress, how a crown sits, black girl with magic. Woman of God, walk by the spirit, no bite. Serving for something's a job, and when they pour salt on your work hard, remind of your work hard, so that hard work better pay off. Dust off your elegant garms and give them that charm that set you apart from that. Living low on a bad one, hey, hubby know I'm a bad one. Like phone closed, then I on the stove, show the J. Cole with a great view. Woo! Now I'm a mom too, gotta know my role model, cause she's seeing everything that I do, so I show a queen whenever I move. Ay.
If you're just tuning in, you're live right here on Endie Fiya with Tulip Tuesdays with your girl Nakia. I'm super excited. I'm not going to talk long. I'm not going to hold you long. I want to get our announcements out of the way right here in the beginning because this is a very, very special. Okay, wait. All of our episodes are special, but this is an extremely special episode because, you know, we debut new music, we debut new albums, but this is the very first time, and hopefully not the last, that we will debut a cover release, a book cover release, and a title release. So I'm super, super, super excited. And I want to talk very quickly, get this out of the way, you know, our announcements, and jump right into our special guest this evening. So, announcements. Today's the last day of July? No, that's tomorrow. Guys, don't let me forget. You know what tomorrow is, right? Okay, I'm going to tell you at the end of the show. for you guys who don't remember because we talked about it last week. All right. So tomorrow is the last day of July, which means Thursday is the 1st of August. Thursday, we'll have on the show independent children's book author Pamela Foland. She's also the author of the Megan's World series. Kind of excited to have her on the show as well. She's a pet enthusiast. I don't really like pets at all, unless they're like exotic, animals like, snakes and monkeys and stuff like that. So I'm got a lot of questions. Like, I've been really doing my research, for this interview. Like, I do my research for all the interviews, but I've really been digging deep, to rattle her brain. So that's 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Time changes also with the month of August for Miss Pamela Foland. Also, we have a special episode on Saturday, August the 3rd, with Dr. Monica Bickerstaff. She is the Fountain of Youth guru. Just tune in, all right? She has a long list of titles. College professor, Doctor of Holistic Studies, award-winning journalist, two-time Emmy award-winning documentary publisher. Why I'm so excited to have her on the show is that on Sunday the 4th, her all-natural beauty and essentials line will be launching in Macy's. Can I get her here on Saturday night? Talk about her products. So guys, I'm stoked. I told you I had to behave, for the month of August because I had all these special guests coming. All my other guests have been special guests. I get the special guests coming for the month of August. So I'm super excited. Tuesday, the 6th of August, we have on Tuesdays author and blogger Cheryl T. Long. So if you cannot make them all, please do not miss them all. All right? You follow me on Facebook, you do know that my oldest son came back from California on early Saturday morning, maybe Friday morning, one of those. And my mother left again for Nicaragua on that same day. Like, they crossed paths. My mother came by to say goodbye. He came back to let me know he was back. They crossed paths again, and my mother's doing well in Nicaragua on a missions trip with her former employer, Coca-Cola. She'll be back this week. My son leaves next week off to Fort Bliss in Texas, preparing for deployment to Kuwait. My daughter leaves next week for college, and that hit me today like a ton of bricks. Like, my oldest left for college in 2012, and that still hasn't hit me. But that hit me hard today, that my only girl is leaving for college next week. So I'm like an emotional roller coaster. Got a lot going on. So you guys who can get a prayer up, I'm not talking about to the ceiling. I'm talking about a little higher. Just keep me in your prayers, because I'm in and out and up there. All right? But enough about me and what's going on in my world, because, it's never about me on Endie Fiya. It's all about what I can bring to my listening audience through our independent communities. And I most definitely have one for you this evening. We had the pleasure of having this author on the show earlier this year. And once you're on the show, you're always welcome back because you're family. And this was my first opportunity. I've always enjoyed the Christian fiction genre, but to actually be able to sit down and speak to an author, I won't say it frightened me, but it did have me a little shook. Like, I didn't know how to prepare for the interview. I'll say that. Because I felt like I needed to be on my really, 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 really best behavior, kind of like when I went to church. I really didn't have the opportunity to talk to the author prior to the show, so I didn't know how to act, so to speak. I felt like I needed to be guarded. My questions had to be, up to par. Like I just couldn't be Nakia. And just being able to speak with her after the show and build the rapport after the show, I found and reread her bio. Like I reread her bio after the show, and I actually read it again, just before the show, and some things that I did not hone in on before actually made a lot of sense to me just now. I'm talking about the Christian fiction author, Chanel. She's an author, a blogger, a reader, a speaker, always searching for a great read that draws you in but does not draw you away from the Christian lifestyle. As a believer, she is mindful of the atmosphere she creates for herself and the messages that she entertains. She admits she is mindful, not perfect. Chanel does have secular music and reading in her diet. However, she chooses to feast on Christian reading and music daily. In a quest for edification and entertainment, she learned about the Christian fiction genre, or the urban Christian fiction genre. It was in the pages of these books that she found the drama that not only satisfied the hunger for a juicy story, but also filled her desire for spiritual truth. In the summer of 2017, she began a blog where she reviewed Christian fiction and interviewed Christian authors and readers. In the fall of 2017, she signed to Anointed Inspirations Publishing, and her debut book, A Good Thing, was released in October 2017. Chanel is a wife, a mother, and a daughter of the King. She lives in Tampa, Florida, with her husband and 3 daughters. Chanel is the author of A Good Thing series, which includes A Good Thing 2, If I Be Lifted, A Good Thing 3, Vengeance is Mine, Joyful Noise, The Hot Mess Choir, and The Devil Thought He Had Me. And she's also a contributor to the anthology Black Love Magic. Now, this evening, we're going to, and she's already, if you subscribe to the website, you actually might have been given some information that some other people are not privy to. But I want to let you hear something. Now, it confused me, so I want you to keep up if you can. All right? This will be released August of 2019. That's a couple days, right? Nobody agrees with me, right? All right. Khalees Marshall has it all, and the 5-year plan that will place her at the top of the office food chain. Who needs a God when you're a boss? What this self-made boss babe wants, she gets, until she meets Hezekiah Washington. Hezekiah, a born-again Christian, respects Khalees's drive, but is weary of an intimate relationship with a non-believer. He is a devoted man of God, but his judgment is being clouded by love. Can love survive if it is unequally yoked? Endie Fiya listening audience, I present to you this evening my guest and the author of the soon-to-be released book, Chanel.
Hello.
I did it again. You know what? I need to do better. I really need to do better. Like, I need an intern in here because I say the name and then I clap. I go, what? I clap. But there's no noise. There's no noise because I'm the person who's supposed to push the button for the applause, and I push the button for the applause. So yeah, okay, I got to do better. I got to do better. So I'm sitting here in suspense because, like, I know kind of sort of like the title.
Yes, so today I'm so excited. Thank you. First, let me start off by saying thank you so much for having me on the show again and dealing with my many, many Facebook posts because I was just posting teasers and tagging like morning, noon, and night. I am excited to tell the Endie Fiya listeners that the new book that drops on August 15th via Amazon is titled Her Pleasure, His Principle. It is a story, as Nakia mentioned, it is a story about a woman who's a boss babe. She's got it all. She's got a 5-year plan. She's got a luxury condo. She's got a luxury car. She's got any man that she wants on earth. The sister is bad. So do you really need God if you've got it all? Like if you've got all the blessings and you're walking in the prosperity, do you need God? And then she meets a wonderful man of God who she's very in tune with, and he's in tune with her. He's feeling her too, you know. But can your relationship survive if you're on two different spiritual paths? So all of these questions they're addressed. The main character was absolutely a joy to write. She's one of my favorites so far because she is very powerful and she knows who she is as a woman. So I'm very excited to release Her Pleasure, His Principles on August the 15th. And if you are a Facebook subscriber, subscribe to my Facebook page or Nakia's Facebook page, you will get to see the actual cover because I'm about to hit post. And it's posting, so we're going to drop the cover right now as we speak.
I think I beat you.
You beat me. You got me.
I love it. Ooh, I love it.
I am blessed to be signed to a wonderful Christian publishing family, because that's what we are. We're a family. And so the cover came courtesy of my publisher. And she did a phenomenal job. Like, when I saw it, I'm always excited when I see them, but this one, I was like, oh, my God, I got to make a poster. There's no more room for posters.
I love it. Congratulations. I'm so excited. I want to take our our audience back just a little bit.
Okay.
And briefly, I gave them your bio. But briefly, when people think of urban Christian fiction or Christian fiction, they think, I want to dispel the myth just a little bit. Why do people not want to read Christian fiction?
Well, because, you think of Christian fiction and you think of the Amish people, they have a whole slew of books. The Amish people are rocking, and my mother loves them. But you think of the Amish people, or you think of, stories that are basically retellings of the Bible, although the Bible has some juicy stuff in it. You just have to, get the right translation and, understand what you're reading. But you think of that, and I think that people just think, oh, well, Christian's going to be a bunch of rules. It's not going to be a real-life experience. It's going to be religious. And it's not. It's not religious at all. A lot of the books, all of the books, really, that I've read personally, and you can check them out on my website, they have in them stories that are everyday things going on. I can't recall reading something that was so far-fetched that I was like, okay, this doesn't happen in real life. These things are actually happening in real life. It just puts a Christian spin on it or a different belief system on it.
When I read I had the opportunity, unlike you guys, I had the opportunity to read a sample of chapter 1. And I won't go into details at all. I won't spoil it for you. But for some reason, I have an infatuation with Greenleaf. And for some reason, that gentleman in that chapter reminded me of the older pastor for some reason. When you write from the perspective of the author, do you use any real life situations or fictional situations? Where do you find the basis of your storyline?
Now you're gonna get me in trouble. So it's all real and it's all fiction at the same time. That's my safe answer. Things happen. I told someone about a year ago, look, I wasn't always saved.
Right?
Salvation, I wasn't always saved. Like, I had a life outside. That's how much I love Jesus, and I know that he's a healer and he's a deliverer, because I wasn't always saved. So I had a life before salvation, before Christianity, and a lot of that, especially in this book, comes out from stories or women that I've known, things that I've seen in person. Not necessarily because I don't really watch TV. I watch YouTube, which is weird and a whole other conversation. But the people that I've seen or situations that I've been placed in, a lot of the characters it starts there. Then from there, it morphs into a fictional story. So everything is not verbatim. Like, all of these things don't happen verbatim. But the scene you read, the teaser part you read when she was like, yo, you staying? Like, that really did happen. Yeah, like, I was a beast. That really did happen. Like, dude, for real?
Like,
come on. Don't you got something to do?
I felt myself in her shoes. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, come on now. You're not staying, are you?
Let me help you get this.
So, like I said, that was before Jesus. I know somebody's like, oh, shit. Yeah, no, that was before Christ, before I knew my worth as a woman, before I knew that I was a gift from God. I was a hot mess.
I'm still a work in progress.
Hey, it takes some time. It definitely takes time.
So in Christian fiction, how do you balance keeping the message strong while still writing your books to reach readers? Yeah.
Yeah. So again, all love goes to my publishing team, because she constantly is, get out your box, Chanel. Yes, it's Christian, but get out your box. So they freed me to keep it real. And then it's ordained by God. Like, I come up with, maybe some things, and I'm like, okay, yeah. But whenever I sit down to write, God has the final say. So where I might want, the character to be X, Y, Z, God is like, that's not going to minister to people. So you need her to be like this. And, God deals with us on our own level. So if we got to be a little ratchet to get to the Jesus, then, hey, it is what it is, as long as you get to the cross at the end. So for me, personally, I just try to keep it authentic. I'm an authentic person. I want to see and hear the truth from people. So I like to surround myself with authenticity. Authenticity, that's the word.
So I want to talk about the synopsis of the book, and I think something that a lot of people in this day deal with, falling in and out of. You said that Hezekiah is a man of God, and his judgment is clouded by love. I don't think people this day and time, their judgment is clouded by lust. And I don't think people realize what it really means to be in a relationship with someone, and what the terminology unequally yoked means. For those who are non-believers, can you elaborate on that?
Okay, so lust is just that physical, like, that I kind of like brownies for me. I lust after brownies. Brownies are good. They warm. They taste good. They feel good going down. So, it's something that you desire that you don't necessarily need at that time, or that's not for you.
Brownies so carnally pleasurable. Gosh.
Yes, it is. It is. But it is different from love. And I want to read to you, actually, and I'm going to post it on Facebook because it answers the question. We were talking about Hezekiah, and he's clouded. He wants to be in this relationship with this woman because she's bad, y'all. But he has his own principles. So there is a line in the story right before some intimacy takes place, because Christian people are intimate too, newsflash. Right before some intimacy takes place, and it says he wanted to know all the intricate details of her body because her body would be his body. And I think that is the difference in what true love is. He didn't want to just, get in and, hey, holler at you later. He wanted to know everything about her because he knew as soon as they got together, they would be one body, which goes on a whole other book in time frame about, multiple people. If you have multiple people, you have multiple bodies that have entered your bodies, ladies. And you're attached to those people in some sort of way. And he, as a man, because it's for men too. If men are with multiple women, you're attached. You pick up certain spirits and certain things when you do that. So he did not want to attach himself to her without knowing all of her, because once he did that, they would be one. His body would be her body, and her body would be his body. Why you?
This is just too deep for me. So, why? Why? What? Where is this? Where the title of the book came from?
Yes. It is, because it is all about pleasures versus principles. We have, certain indulgence that we like as humans. There are certain things we crave, not only men but women as well. And it's not just food. It's food, it's sex, it's wine. We have things that we crave, and those are our pleasures. But then for all of those things, there's a principle behind it. If I go and to my sister's house and she blesses me with a pan of her lovely, delicious chocolate brownies, I might feel some pleasure, but that's not going to help my weight loss journey. The principle behind that is if you eat a pan of brownies, you're going to gain weight. That's the principle. Same thing with, relationships. Yes, he is fine, and I like him, and he can do X, Y, Z very well. But if I give into my pleasures, how will that affect my principles? How will that affect what we stand on. My mother, when I went off to college, my mom said a bunch of stuff because that's what moms do. As you know, as your baby's going off to college, congratulations.
Girl.
But my mom said, be careful. No, she said, do not sleep with anyone that you do not want to have a child with. And I was like, what? Because I'm thinking, well, there's all kind of protection and stuff like that. No. Because nothing is 100%. So if you don't want a long-term commitment with that person, why are you laying down with them? And I was like, oh, well, that's something to think about. And I stored it in my memory banks, as we do when we're younger. And after I made a couple mistakes, I pulled it back out. Gotta be real.
Got sidetracked there for a minute. All right. Gee, I'm starting to get messages of those that are tuning in, and I actually think you had a caller, 2 or 3, or I lost them. We actually do have a caller. I'm not sure that I want to. I want you to make the announcement about the. Did you make the announcement about the website and what they need to do to subscribe?
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, what you need to do is you need to subscribe to my website, ChanelInc.com, and it's all over Facebook, but it's SHENELLINC, ChanelInc.com, and you need to subscribe to EndieFiyaRadio.com. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
That's www.EndieFiyaRadio.com.
Yes. The first 20 people to sign up to both websites by, we said the 6th, so by 8/6/19, that's August 6th of this year, the first 20 people to sign up will win a free ebook for signing up. Now, here's the caveat, though. Guys, when you sign up to the website, it's going to ask you to put in your email address. You want to put in your email address. You need to check your email and confirm who you are. That way, the website knows that you're a human and not a robot. You can only enter in once, please. Don't enter in more than once. We want everyone to have a fair chance. But the first 20 people that do so will receive a free copy of Her Pleasure is Principle.
If you already subscribe to both, this doesn't apply to you. We thank you.
If you've already subscribed to both, we thank you. If you're one of my subscribers, I do a giveaway every quarter. So we had a first quarter giveaway. Our first quarter winner was a lovely woman by the name of Christy. Our second quarter winner, her picture's actually up right now. Her name is Kylie. So come at the end of this quarter, the end of quarter 3, we'll have a third quarter winner. You typically win a book, a journal, a card from me, and some other swag, whatever I can throw in the bag and ship to you. But then you have to confirm your email. If you don't confirm your email, then we don't know.
That's right. Reading is fundamental, and if you're our subscriber, we do Cash App giveaways once a month. You got to subscribe. If you don't subscribe, you don't know.
Yep.
Yeah, so I want to get back to the book. You mentioned, and I know this is probably way fast-forwarding because this book hasn't even got out yet, but you mentioned, and I'm going to try to remember, just talking about what happens when individuals sleep with multiple partners and how that spirit lies within, and it passes from individual to individual to individual. Yeah. What happens? Well, I don't want you to drop no hints or nothing, but what happens to the characters at the end of this book? Do they just
at the end of the book, it's a total plot twist. I'm fortunate. I tell everybody it takes a team. You don't just write a book by yourself, and you have a publishing team, you have a street team, you have your family support. That's really big. But I actually have a team of women who I call them my A team. They're mentioned in the book as the A team. The A team read the book, and each one of them, they all call me with the same question. Wait a minute, wasn't expecting that to happen. I was kind of happy, but then I was sad because I didn't think it was going to turn out that way. But, I respect her decision. I respect it, but, that wasn't what I was told. Yeah, so the A team spoke, and I was like, well, I'm glad you feel that way. That's not changing. I did throw in a character from another book. So if you have the catalog or if you've read the first 3 books, then you'll be familiar with the character that makes a return in this book. So excited because it's one of my favorite characters. But yes, so not to give it away, but there is a plot twist there. And most importantly, there's growth that takes place. Before relationship, there's personal growth. And I intentionally wrote it that way because I believe a lot of times things that are geared towards Christian people kind of fall into the same pattern. They gear movies and books toward Christian people. Life is hard. You find Jesus. Jesus gives you a man. That ain't how it don't go like that. Like,
right.
Formula but that's not the truth. So I wanted to make sure with this book especially that I debunked that and that I wrote it from a true perspective. So there is a relationship that does take place at the end of the book. But before relationship with another person, there's some growth that takes place with the character themselves.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and add this caller to the line.
Okay.
Area code is 240.
What's going on?
How are you this evening? You're live on the Endie Fiya here, and our special guest is Chanel. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm well.
Y'all talking to me? Oh, okay. This is Susie.
Hey, girl.
What else? I can't deal with you. Hey. So it's Chanel. Y'all know I'm special. I'm fine. I'm fine. I was sitting there. I was like, dang it, I done got the wrong number probably 5 times trying to make sure I caught it from the beginning. But I see this book cover. I'm just saying, hold up. Let me scroll back up because I was trying to be proactive. Her pleasure, his principles. You were saying something about I couldn't catch who you were referring to because you said he wanted. Were you referring to somebody out of the Bible wanting to please a woman, or are you referring to the man in the book? Or are they one and the same?
It's a book.
She said the man in the book, of course. I'm just saying.
Bible?
I'm just saying. I wanted to make sure. I mean, hey, it's the Bible. Just there's some stuff in there. I'm just, that's all.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be listening in. That's all I mean. Congratulations. I love this book cover, by the way, Chanel.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. What is your website?
My website is ChanelInc.com. So that's SHENELLINC.com.
All right, boom. The bomb diggity fresh show. It's the only question I have for now. You're welcome. I try to do my best.
Hey.
I'm sorry, I'm chewing.
No, you don't eat no.
I'm eating, hold on, I wrote it down.
Get you right down for real.
I did, I had to because it tastes good. and I ain't never had it before. It's called tabbouleh tuna. Oh, it's tabbouleh, and she added tuna. My bad. Don't get me started. It's quinoa and some vegetables. Cilantro, onions, tomatoes. I know this ain't what the show is about. My bad, y'all, but she asked, you know. And yeah, it's good. And I'm eating it with my avocados. It's real tasty. This is your sixth book. Was it hard for you to write? I know she probably asked you this question, and I might have missed it because I got you on speakerphone. I left my headphones in the car. But how long did it take you to write this book?
This book actually has taken quite some time. I started right after book 5 dropped. So I started March the 9th. And I did not finish until, like June, I think it was done. It was done in June, and I did, you know, the different works to it, the different, you know, drafts. Once you finish the first draft, it's not really done. It's just you got the story out. So now you go back in and you're tweaking it and you're, you know, pulling in characters and things. Yeah, so it took quite some time. But I have challenged myself. The goal is to release in October, November, and December. I'm trying to release a 3-part series.
Gotcha. All right. And they're all going to be in paperback, right?
Yes, digital and paperback.
Yay. Right. So you'll have paperback. You'll keep paperbacks on you anyway, right? You'll have them through Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and so forth and so on.
I ship also. Like you can buy them. Paperbacks are available through Amazon. They're also available through me. Of course, if you buy it from me, then it's an autographed copy. I have currently in stock the Good Things series, all 3 books, Joyful Noise, The Hot Mess Fire, and a couple of The Devil Thought He Had Me.
The devil. Oh, right. I saw that title. I gotta read that one.
Yeah, all you do is email me or message me, and then you know we swap information, and I'll send out. They go out pretty fast.
Oh, so what you don't know is I'll be home soon, and I'm gonna inbox you and let you know when I'll be there, so I can stop by, meet you, and grab a few books because I need paperbacks in my life. Yeah,
wonderful.
I'm doing that. Yeah,
I look forward to meeting you.
Yeah, I look forward to meeting you too. I'm so glad to know you from Tampa. Like, yay, you were born there?
No, actually I was born in New York. We moved down when I was about 2 years old, so I can't claim New York. Like, you know, it just wouldn't be right. I'm like, you're from New York. No, I was born there, but I've been here since I was 2. I need grass and oranges.
Okay. All right. Well, okay then. That's all I had. Welcome to Florida.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm going to block myself now so I can use this avocado.
Hell over. I'm about to put your headphones back on YouTube. Goodbye, Susie. Goodbye. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yes, that was Susie Newton. Y'all probably know her from Saved and Sexy. No, Barely Saved and Sexy Radio and the Constance Chronicles. And that's my business bestie right there. Yes, that's Susie right there. Love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Safe travels and all that good stuff. Yes. You give her like two inches and she'll take like 200 miles. Yeah, that's her. Yeah, she's a sweetheart though. But yeah, she did. Yeah. She asked what I was going to ask. How long did it take you to write? I think I probably already knew that, and but the listening audience did not know. I did not know that it was going to be a sequel. Kind of figured.
No, not for this one. I mean,
not for this one.
Not this. Yeah, this was a standalone. So once you get this, you read it, you enjoy it. Please take a picture with it. Tag me on Facebook or Instagram. I love those. But the next book, the one I'm working on now, the next one I'm trying to do a series before the end of the year. So this is crazy. My husband is super stoked, right? Not really.
It is. I don't think it's not crazy. it's so motivational. I just found myself looking at between you and Asira and Tanisha Stewart and Fred and Monique and Susie, of course, and the motivation is there and the inspiration is there, but then there's also like I think I got to page 3 and was like, you know, it's not even trying to, I won't even use the word competition because you guys are so far advanced. It's just like, nah, man, I don't want to do that no more. Like,
it's your story. I tell people all the time, bro. It's your story, and I can't. I love Asira. I love Tanisha Stewart. Fred. I love all of them, but their story is not my story. I think. For one another, like, hey, look, so and so needs interviews. I know you got a book coming up. We look out for one another because there is no competition. It's really not about can you tell a story like Asira. It's, you know, can you tell your story? Because that's what's important. The reader, you know, when they're done with her book and they're waiting for her next book to drop, they want to read something else. So they're going to pick up your book and read it. And then when they're done with your book, they're going to read my book. But just because they buy, you know, my book doesn't mean they won't buy your book. Chances are they will, because we'll be all excited on the internet posting it and saying, hey, she finally did it. Come get the fire. So, yeah, definitely. Walk in your truth and write your book. Stop playing.
I love that. I love that about the literary community. Everybody is so supportive in the music and entertainment community. Everybody's so doggy dog, I swear. They're about one another and looking out for themselves. I'll say that in the literary community, everybody is so supportive and looking out for each other and making sure that they are uplifting each other. I've noticed that is a huge difference in this literary community. I love the camaraderie in this community, especially amongst the females. It is just it is amazing. It is so amazing, especially with, you know, everything that Asira's doing with I'm probably gonna mess it up. Dream, wake, sleep, wake up, wake, work.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about.
Dream, wake, work.
Dream, wake, work. Everything that she's doing with that is amazing.
It's beautiful to see. It is definitely beautiful to see.
It is. But I don't want to take, you know, anything from you, because this interview is about you and, you know, what you're doing. But I'm just saying it is just.
No, definitely.
You know,
we definitely feed off of one another. She's somebody that I definitely look to for advice on certain things. I love the fact that I messaged her the other day. We were talking, and she puts her authors in the author protection program. And I said, you know what? I think I'm going to start that for my stories. And so that's where the whole title drop, book release, cover drop came from. It came from, let me protect this until it's ready to be released into the world, as opposed to saying, you know, yeah, guys, I'm on chapter 2 and I'm writing this at the 3rd, and showing screenshots of the actual work, because that's what I used to do. You know, you show a screenshot of. Okay, you still there? You show a screenshot of I would show screenshots of me working in Panera, or me working at the library, or working at the tea lounge. And I would, you know, this is the title of the book. And then something would happen, like either it wasn't time for that book, or just the energy level for the book, just it would get zapped. And I learned through just, you know, hanging out and, you know, being virtual friends with Asira, the importance of protecting something before you release it. So, like, you know what? We're gonna have fun with this. We're gonna do teasers, and then we'll drop the title. and we'll drop. But it just so happened that the cover got made early. It was so hard to keep the cover secret because it's hard for me to keep a good secret, but I kept it secret. Hubby's in the background, like, yes, it is. I kept it secret, and I'm celebrating today, live on the air, the cover. We're getting a lot of hits on the cover on Facebook, awesome. And they're like, oh, my God, I love it. And the drop date, which is August the 15th, on Amazon.com. And it'll be available in ebook. Paperbacks will come out. They usually come out a little later than the original drop date. So the ebook will be ready on the 15th, and then a little while after that, the paperbacks will be available. And then by like September, I'll have paperbacks if you want autographed copies.
So if you'll make that announcement again about the first 20 subscribers.
Yes, the first 20 subscribers, guys, this is simple. Go to ChanelInc.com, hit subscribe, put in your email, confirm your email, then go to EndieFiyaRadio.com. Go
to your email, hit confirm.
And if you are one of the first 20 people before the 6th, because we know that it gets replayed on YouTube, on a couple of other sites, and then if you're one of my subscribers, it'll be available once all those links get that. It'll be available on my website as well. So you have until the 6th to sign up for both websites. If you are signed up for both websites and you're amongst the first 20 people, then you will win a free ebook on the 15th when it drops.
This is something that I've been asking all of my guests lately in hopes that it can somehow help those who are aspiring music artists, entrepreneurs, authors, bloggers, models, actors, however they are trying to brand themselves in the independent community. What is the last thing that you have learned?
The last thing I learned? Wow. You want to go with the last, not the first. Okay. The last thing that I learned was that I'm not alone. In the entrepreneur, they call them solopreneurs. So while you're striving and you're grinding, you're up late at night, you're up early in the morning, and you're grinding, and it's just you in your little makeshift office that, is in your house or in the corner of your room, wherever you are. A lot of times the enemy will tell you that, you're by yourself and you're doing this for nothing, and nobody's paying attention and nobody's really listening, or you are posting all the stuff on Facebook and on Instagram, and you get 2 or 3 likes, and you're like, oh, my God, no one is paying attention. I'm going so hard, and it just doesn't seem like I am doing it. And lo and behold, I learned that you are. Everyone is not going to like the post. That doesn't mean everyone doesn't see the post. Everyone is not going to tell you, hey, I picked up your book. It meant the world to me. Or, I saw your show. I was there and you rocked it. Everyone is not necessarily going to do that. And that can't be your purpose for doing what you do. You have to purpose in your heart, like, this is what I'm going to do. This is my grind. This is what I'm about. This is the purpose that I have. And you have to go full throttle for it, regardless of what it looks like. Because I promise you, it was Friday night. I was having a moment like, God, I got this book coming out. And the royalty check came. It was a little low. And I'm thinking, I got subscribers, but not as many as I want. And I was feeling kind of low, and I happened to be scrolling, and I saw a post that said, building my collection from my favorite author, and this person had posted all of my books on her kitchen table that I didn't even know she had. I knew she had 2 of them because she purchased 2 of them for me, but I did not know that she had the whole catalog. So that let me know, like, wow, keep going. Just because you don't see it and it doesn't look like it, if that is what you purpose in your heart to do your craft. And if you're the radio host of Endie Fiya, write your book.
And what is the last thing that you taught somebody?
Okay, the last thing I taught someone was about social media presence and building your author platform, which is very important. Gone are the days when you could just like, oh, I got a book out. Woo! You've got to grind and work. You know, you've got to meet readers. You have to engage in social media. So that was the last thing I taught, building a social media platform, just kind of how to manage it. And with that being said, my website is actually, if you're an author, especially if you're a Christian fiction author or a inspirational author, my website is offering a package. It's called Authors to Know. If you go to my website, click on Authors to Know, it'll say your name here. Just click right there. It'll tell you all the details. The website is offering a package for all authors. It's a monthly package that will allow you to have a website page, because I understand a lot of people don't have the money right now to have a website page or the time to manage a website page. So my website is offering you a website page with your bio, pictures, and links to all of your books, any audio that you have for a small monthly fee.
So for someone who may be listening now, and we'll say they're an author, and you wanted to offer them advice based on the one thing that you, or the last thing that you just learned, and the last thing that you just taught, how can you incorporate those two very important pieces of information into information that you would be able to offer them as advice to be able to assist them with propelling their career as an author into not the level that you're at, but just getting them with the right foot or the proper foot into the doors that they need to be, the right path that they need to be on to get where it is that they need to get on?
I would definitely say build your author platform. So find a social media site that you're comfortable with, where your readers or your potential readers live. So if you're young and you're writing like a YA book, your readers are on Snapchat and Instagram. So hop over there. If you're writing, more of an adult book, your readers are probably on Facebook because most people are on Facebook. So go where you're comfortable and build your platform. Start getting into groups and networking with other writers, because as you go through and write your first book, you'll realize that not only are you not alone, but there's so much information that people are willing to share with you, and that's very important. I met you through Fred, who was like, hey, my girl has a spot on the radio. What are you doing? And I'm like, I'm looking for an opportunity, So definitely connect on social media, jump into some groups, and make sure that you, through that, know that you're not alone in it. Everybody is up late at night after work trying to write the manuscript. Every other person is up early in the morning trying to write their manuscript, dealing with writer's block or the lack of words. So definitely connect with people. That's going to be your saving grace.
Well said. I'm going to go ahead and give you the opportunity now to go ahead and get your contact information out to those who may be listening now, or those who may come back and listen to one of the many playback shows for whatever need they may have to get in contact with you, whether it's to, I don't know, collaborate with you on a book, or whether it's to get you on a book signing tour, I don't know, whatever the need may be, the floor is now yours to go ahead and get that information out to them.
The best way to contact me is through the website. It is the easiest. That's SHENELLINC.com. There you will find a contact button that will tell you how to get in contact with me personally. It'll also link you to my Facebook, my Twitter, and my Instagram. So definitely check out the website, SHENELLINC.com. Make sure you subscribe and go to Endie Fiya Radio and subscribe so that you can be in the running for that free book.
You heard her. Make sure that you're tuning in on Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the new showtime. Right back here with our guest, Pamela Folan, the author of the Megan's World series. Thank you so much for being here with us this evening. You could have been anywhere. I am so elated that you chose Endie Fiya to debut the cover as well as the title of your most recent and sure to be best-selling book.
Thank you for having me. I didn't want to do it with anybody else. I was like, nope. When the cover came out early, I was like, I'm having a party with my girl on the radio, so we're going to have to hold the cover to the 30th.
Yes.
And they were like, okay, we won't release it till the 30th.
Yes, thank you. And we will be promoting that heavy. Make sure that you go to the website and be one of the first 20 subscribers. You have to subscribe to both websites, confirm at both email addresses also. Guys, and I told you it would not be an episode if I did not make this huge announcement. Tomorrow is July 31st. Must leave you with a quote, but I must also leave you with this information. Tomorrow's National Orgasm Day. Make it happen, ladies and men. All right? Yes, leaving you with a quote. Music is a language that doesn't speak in particular words. It speaks in emotions. And if it's in the bones, it's in the bones. That's Keith Richards. Until Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all have fun tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.